Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are here to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you're rocking me and got my 6 me to have my back because I have yours. If you guys hear some rumbling, that is the people painting um my what is it called? What is that thing called? The outside of my window, the trim of the window, or whatever. Anyway, so there you have it. You guys do me a favor and like the video. Liking the video helps get my channel out there to other individuals that need to hear the messages. I love you guys. I rock with you. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. There is some type of fear that you are dealing with. Let's see. And you're always on my mind. So there is fear here. You're always on somebody else's mind. Let's see. Unsure energy of yes, and nothing is set in stone. And then you're too beautiful for words. So yes came out like this in my last read. Also, you're too beautiful for words was came out as well. So somebody is having a realization. Why do I think these cards keep turning over? Somebody is having a realization, but at one point there was fear in their mind. You're always on their mind, and nothing is set in stone. With yeah, cut your losses. Yeah. Did you cut your losses when it came to dealing with this relationship? First house is appearance, projections, and beginnings. There's someone else, and foundations, relationships, nurturing, and family. Yeah, Paige. I'm scared to face you. So nothing is set in stone when it came to somebody else. And so the fears are maybe you when it comes to cutting your losses, appearances, projections, and beginnings, and also could be endings, but they're scared to face you, but they miss you. Yeah, and the bottom of the deck is what goes around comes around. I'm not saying that there's anything going on when it comes to karma, but um, I don't want you to put that in the energy in the air. If there is something that's meant, it will happen. Has nothing to do with you. Don't put that negative energy out if you don't want to receive it back. Normally, when you put negative energy out, it comes back to you in a form of something, and we just don't want to put that out there. The memories, photographs, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Somebody is thinking about you. This is the Island Time Oracle deck. Just so done. You're not sure if you're done yet, but or this person may not be sure if they're done. It says mentally tapped, emotionally, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted, ready to make change. So they're not sure, but they're missing you. They're thinking of you. They miss you again. That is what your person is feeling. This is sorry, I wanted to say that Island Time Wellness cards is deck 1 and 2. I bought these years ago. So I'm not sure they're doing the thing. So if you hear the booming, it's right here at my desk. I might pause it for a minute. They were playing the field, still meeting slash dating other people, seeing each other, being a player, games being games being played. So they were playing games, and that's the reason why it comes out with there's someone else. So the foundation, relationship, nurturing family is something that they weren't willing to do, but they're trying to tell you nothing was set in stone. But at the same time, you cut your losses and they miss you, the appearance, the projections, the beginnings. What goes around comes around. So the way that you felt, they are now feeling. They're playing back in the memories. They're being done. I mean, you being done, but they're playing back in their head basically what it is that they did to you. And so the answer is yes. Nothing is set in stone. It's still here. So what is it that, yeah, all of these, yeah, they're game face. So a proposal, what goes around comes around. This person wants to make a move, but the clock time is ticking for you, blowing bubbles, me and my ego in the game face. So this person played a lot of games. Needs time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress, blowing bubbles, fun loving, bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, airy, flowing, flowing, and then being in the new. Me and my ego, pride or fear in the way, not contacting you, but thinking of you often, replaying over in mind. So again, the memories, playing the field, the memories of how they played the field and why you're so done. And they're just trying to let you know in the 5D that nothing is set in stone, that they want more from you. But again, game face, taking things very seriously, competition, the look, in it to win it, fake it till you make it. And so their fears made them have this game face, have this, not just their fears, it was what they wanted, the appearance of looking like they were the boss, like they were God's gift to green earth. And you're just like, you know what, I'm over that. If that's what you want, go ahead and have it. I'm not going to deal with that. And so you had to ask yourself what it is that you want, and why you felt the way that you did. This is the yin and yang oracle deck. Yeah, I just believe that, the proposal can come all at once. And the answer is unsure being yes. But, again, they have to realize what they did. And it's not to just throw it in their face, but it's to unlearn, to relearn based upon the past. Yeah. Thoughts and isolating. Yeah. They're thinking about you. But are they going to come towards you is, yeah, higher self and activation. You had to activate your higher self when it came to, not knowing what this person wanted, the foundations that they wanted. Yeah, the comfort zone. And again, ego comes out. You were clinging to this energy. And therefore, now that you're not clinging to it, and before their vanity and pride and their ego was in the way, it comes out twice. And your comfort zone was this person. And, you were clinging to it because you wanted a foundation or whatever. And, now they're scared to face you and you had to cut your loss. And so, cut your losses or whatever. And so when it comes to dealing with this person, you had to figure out what it was. But they're trying to tell you, yeah, you asked for the universe to help you by sending strength and healing to this person. Yeah, the karma comes out. What goes around comes around. But that's not for you to decide. That's for the universe to decide if that's what they want to do. Right now, you're in the present moment. You're abundant. You're happy. You're grateful for the experiences of getting out of your fears. And there will be a union. So we have proposal union. What goes around comes around. They have to realize what it is and why you decided to step out on your comfort zone and cut your losses and understand what the balancing act is. The balancing act of living, getting out of fear and realizing that you have to move forward. Blowing bubbles is and fun loving, manifesting the things that you want, embracing the moment, airy, flowing, and being in the new. You had to be in the new in order for you to have anything, any type of union, any type of proposal, or whatever it is in order to get to the next level. You had to be done temporarily or permanent. Temporary, I said temporarily, temporary or permanently done in order to move forward. But you had to understand that you had to get out of your comfort zone and ask the universe for assistance and activate your higher self. And so once you did that, it took for you to go into hermit mode and come out of it, winning. And so that's just kind of how I see when it comes to this energy. I'm going to pull from the, hold on, lovers. My cards are about to fall over. Hold on. I'm going to pull from the Lover's Journey Oracle. Okay. The Lover's Journey Oracle and the Untold Truths of the Heart by Aqua Moonlight and see what comes out. Yeah, you just have to understand that sometimes, again, your fears, stand in fear. Yeah, there was a chase there, preparation, relentless pursuit, and victory. You have victory now because you stopped chasing the free self. Yeah, finding inner peace, embracing your independence. And so that's what you had to do was embrace your independence and cut your losses and live in the present moment, because at one point you were frozen and all you wanted was a foundation, which again is the same thing as family, nurturing, relationships, and foundations, which is your fourth house. You wanted that right there. And so therefore, when it comes to this establishment of having your house and being triumphant, security, and family, which means the most for you, you had to be grateful for what the experience taught you, and so it taught you to cut your losses and go from there. And therefore, this man is staring at me. And therefore, yeah, euphoria. You had to go and chase thrills of what causes you to be happy and hoping that and waiting and expecting that the manifesting will come by the universe understanding where your heart is, and an enemy in disguise, because you were starting to take things personally when it came to this person. Revenge tactics, angers, everything isn't as it appears to be, because this person is living in fear, living in the past, fearful of the past, and scared to move forward in the present moment with you. And that's the reason why you had to understand that I need to be in the present moment and be grateful for what my experience is, right? And realize that the future causes anxiety, and that's what this person is worried about, how they will be perceived in the future. But you had to cut your losses in order for them to even look at that and basically say, I don't care about the appearance, what you project, and the beginnings and endings of anything. I have to set myself free and move forward. I'm not living in fear, on the run, ghosting and disappearing, avoiding a confrontation. The what goes around comes around is basically the energy that you're in now. You're like out of here, like it's a 360 ebb and flows of life, of you learning the lesson on why you're not sticking around and living in the present moment. You're not going to keep doing this back and forth the stuff. And what you want is stability right now. You want a home, you want things to be established, and a union. And also, so the proposal and the union is what you really want, when it comes to security and building that foundation and the relationship and being able to be nurtured as a cohesive unit, and not just feeling like somebody is on your mind but they're afraid to express themselves, and that they have their game face on at all times, because they're either faking it till they're making it, and they're living in their ego stage. And here it is, you're walking around here in euphoric energy, and you're happy, you're chasing them, and because that was your thrill. But now the joy and laughter of you being abundant and being grateful for the situation, because no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation taught you a lesson. And let's go ahead and pull from the true intentions when it comes to this person. What are their true intentions? I just believe that this is something that you had to understand. All of these cards fly out, I'll take them. I'm going to risk it all for you. I think you're worth it. And so they're ready for a union. But, you had to experience something in order to move forward. Finally, the perfect time to come together. Our love will prove to be worth the wait. So they're ready to sign them papers. I'm allowing the universe to show me the way. If it's meant to be, it will be. And so that's where you are when it came to cutting your losses. Let's have a date and see where it goes. I like to go with the flow. And so this is the reason. Going with the flow is what they did when they had their game face on. But you're trying to go with the flow, I believe, when it comes to what's going to happen next. If you're going to say yes to this union or whatever, because again, you freed yourself and you were just so done. But it's unsure. So were you really done? And it's been difficult seeing a future together. I'm sorry, I have to walk away. To some, that might be the thing to do. To some, that might be the thing to do. So, again, it's just up to you and where your energy is now. I'm going to leave you hanging. I only care about my needs. And so that's how you feel that they feel. And so, therefore, that's their ego that always gets the best of them, and it always makes them say the wrong thing. And so, again, you're going to decide, should you stay or should you go? That's totally up to you. But I'm going to pull from the Ask Me or Ask Yourself tarot deck to see what comes out, because you need to ask yourself these questions before you make the decisions, because you've been just so done because it needed clarification. You've been isolating yourself, and the answer is yes, because, and unsure being yet, because nothing is set in stone. You don't believe that this person, now that makes sense, you don't believe that this person can change. You don't believe that this person can give you the foundation that you're looking for. And so therefore some will integrate and some won't. I'm going to leave you hanging. I only care about my needs. It's been difficult to see in the future together. I'm sorry, I have to walk away. That could be your energy. And or it could be them saying to you, on the other hand, uh, Five of Wands, yeah, what needs to be addressed in this conflict that has arisen. And that's that, the fear, their fear. Three of Cups energy. What are you ready to celebrate and enjoy in your life? Being grateful for the present moment and understanding the lessons of life. And that's what you are understanding. The conflict is their fear, right? That's what their conflict is their fear. That's what the conflict is. And you're grateful for the present moment right now where you are, and because you freed yourself. So again, this is up to you. I'm going to pull from the Breakup Oracle deck. Here it is. I'm going to pull from the Breakup Oracle deck to see what comes out. Yeah, I'm going to pull from the Breakup Oracle deck to see what comes out. Yeah, I know it's hard to have to make these decisions, but sometimes you just have to, sit back and take your time in order to make a decision, and don't make it out of anger because it might not be the right time. It might not be the right time. Don't make it out of anger because it might not be the right time. You might say something that down the line you don't mean, You're the one that's you're going to always be the one that got away because, again, you're the one that got away. I'll look for you the next lifetime, and you forever change. You changed my life without even trying. The old me is dead and gone. But again, you have to decide if they're unchanged or not. So forever changed and unchanged. To some people, this person has been forever changed, but are they really unchanged? They can be forever changed and understand that you're the one that got away, but are they ready to make the commitment? And it says, I am who I am, not who you want me to be. I'm not going to change. And so you forever change them, and then there's a divorce. So you can turn around and have a union and turn around and end up getting divorced. I'm ending my long-term relationship to be with you. Or maybe there was third-party energies. Maybe there was third-party energies, and that's why they say I'm going to risk it all for you. I think you're worth the risk. And so, again, they're not going to change who they are. They're going to change the way they do certain things, but not everything. Not everything. So if you want this union to happen, you have to realize that this person is not going to change the person that they are. They're just going to change how they come around you, if that makes sense. It's going to change and come around you more, but it's not going to be um, the flowers and the romance, It's not going to be that. It's going to be a proposal, or some type, but it's not going to be. It's going to be beating around the bush type energy, but it's going to be different because they're still operating out of ego. It's going to be different. So again, they're always going to wear their game face, and it's always going to be ego above everything else. But you're going to always change them, and you're going to feel like this is an enemy in disguise because they're angry. But their game face is because everything isn't as it seems. But the avoiding and confrontation is because they're living in fear. So that's just kind of how I see that, if that makes sense. Let's pull from the Four Agreements, and then we'll pull from the Crystal deck, and then we'll let this old energy go. Yeah, I mean, and again, don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions that this person will change. You have to communicate with clarity. Don't make assumptions because listen, in the game of life and how to play it, the Florence Scovel Shinn said, if you want somebody to change, you need to be the change, and then the change will eventually happen, right? But if you want them to change who they are, then that's not the person who you truly love. If you love them, you would love them for who they are, and understand that these game faces and the egos is a facade that they have in their head in order to get a rush, a euphoric rush, and chase a thrill. But they're not going to change. They might change the people who they've been seeing and things like that and pull that back, but they're not going to change the actual person. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can move forward and let them really see what their life is like without you. And then hopefully they come back with a different perspective or a different type of energy. They can change their energy, but they're not going to change who they are. Communicate with clarity. Communication with others communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all of our relationships would change. There will be no wars, no violence, and no misunderstandings. So you've done your best at the end of the day. Be impeccable with your words, and don't make assumptions, and don't take it personally on what this person is, and realize that this person is not going to change who they are. They may change their energy, but they're not going to change who they really are. So I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, let's go ahead and pull from the crystal deck. I almost ended the video, and then we're going to let this old energy go. Hold on. Yeah, it's hard to say because you want them to say, "Oh, I'm gonna come back." No, they're not. There's no magical spell that strong to where you can get a person to just a picture Gaston on Beauty and the Beast. If him and Belle were to get married, do you think he would change who he is? Do you think it would be like no one fights? He's gonna still sing those songs. He's still gonna live in ego. He's still gonna operate the way that he operated. But it doesn't mean that he won't love Belle. It just means that he's not gonna be as kind as the Beast was or is to Belle because they met each other on different pages. You know what I mean? And she loved him for who he is, not what he looked like. Gaston, people love him for what he looks like and the facade that he carries around him. That would be a cold part two, right? Just saying. The crown chakra, third eye chakra, and the heart chakra, which is the Danburite. The crown chakra is your belief system, unlearning to relearn. The beast had to unlearn to relearn that everybody isn't there to get him. You know, the third eye chakra, the saying, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Well, when you are communicating with clarity and you're not making assumptions, that saying, I mean, you're going to say what you want when this person does come back. You're going to say what you want. You operate out of fear, and they don't know what that means. Only you do because you've changed yourself. You've unlearned to relearn, right? They've unlearned to relearn what it's like for you to be removed out of their lives, and they want you back. But what did they learn? Does that make sense? And so the heart chakra, your ability to send strength and healing, period. No man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation was here to teach you this lesson. And that's to be grateful of the present moment. That's it. To be grateful of where you are right now and not to live in fear. Does that make sense? And so you're going to send strength and healing, period, to this person, place, thing, or situation. And that's higher communication. And sometimes you have to do that in the 5D. Angelic vibration and universal love. Because we love differently, nobody will ever love like us. Danburite. As I grow, I reach new heights of understanding. So what's understood doesn't have to be explained. The conflict is coming from this person living in fear. You know that. They have to take baby steps. It's not going to be overnight process, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.